Mm. Simon, today we are going to learn water sources, how the people use water in different ways. See, in domestic purpose, drinking water, food preparation, sanitation, personal hygiene, cultural asset, gardening, for car wash. In industrial, production of goods and energy, transportation of goods,
Transportation of goods,
water.
process water.
Okay, in agriculture, irrigation, food preparation.
Irrigation, food preparation.
Ecosystem, see, aquatic systems, animals, plants, photosynthesis, soil. What is a good solvent?
Good solvent and it is used majority for agricultural, industrial, household, recreational, and environment activities.
All of you mute yourself. See, what is a good solvent? And it is used majority for agriculture, industrial purpose, and household, recreational, and environmental activities. See, utilize water resource in the following 3 ways. What is that? For agriculture purpose and for domestic purpose and for animals. And industrial use. Right? See, on the earth, 97.25% of the water is salt water. And the remaining 2.75% is fresh water. Right? 97.25% salt water. Remaining fresh water. In that, it's almost 68.7% of the fresh water. 68.7% of the fresh water exists in the form of snow in the Arctic and Antarctic and the mountain regions. Arctic, Antarctic regions. In 2.75% of the fresh water, in that 68.7% of the fresh water exists in the form of Arctic and Antarctic and mountain regions. The remaining and the 29.9% of fresh water exists as groundwater And 0.26% of fresh water is concentrated in lakes, reservoirs, and river system. Reservoirs and river system. The following are the various sources of fresh water: groundwater, surface water, frozen water. Groundwater,
Surface water,
surface water, and frozen water. Now, we'll learn about surface water. Surface water is the water present on the surface of the planet, such as stream, river, lake, and oceans. Lake and oceans.
ocean,
In surface water is mainly used for drinking and irrigation and industrial purposes. See, the percentage of water used by category. For domestic purpose, 1% only. Agriculture purpose, 2%.
2%.
Industrial purpose, 5%. See,
Irrigation 37%. Madam.
1%. Mining and oil and gas, 1%. Public supply,
12%.
12%. The power, 41%. This is the percentage of water used by category. See, groundwater. Groundwater occurs almost everywhere beneath the land of surface. These are the layers. This is rock and clay, loam, sand and gravel. Again loam. Then water here. The soil. Now we'll go for groundwater occurs almost everywhere beneath the land surface, right? In groundwater, in the broadest sense, groundwater refers to all subsurface water. This term more commonly refers to water beneath the surface of the earth, which saturates the pores and fractures of sand, gravel, and rock formations, right? Groundwater, the input of subsurface source can be increased by building reservoirs or domestic detention ponds. These are the reservoirs.
Pond.
The pond. Now we'll go for the frozen water. Ice is the water frozen into a solid state. Right? Solid state. It is a brittle, transparent, crystalline solid. The frozen water. Frozen water, depending on the presence of impurities such as particles of soil, it can appear transparent. Now we'll go for the oceans. Ocean is a huge body of saline water. that composes much of planet's hydrosphere. Right? The first order relief features of the Earth, what we call oceans and continents. First order relief features of the Earth are oceans and continents. You know that. See, the oceanic part of the Earth is divided into how many parts? 5 oceans, right? For geographers, this is the Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Ocean. So one enormous ocean, Panthalassa, existed on the Earth prior to the breakup of Pangaea. So this is the Panthalassa. This is land Pangaea called Panthalassa and Pangaea. This is Tethys. Tethys Sea. Now the different oceans are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern or Antarctic Ocean, last Arctic Ocean. The sea is a body of saline water, already I told you, and partly enclosed by land. It is also referred to as ocean. Oceanic divisions are defined by continents and Ma, all of you mute yourself. So let us know. Let's see the major oceanic divisions. Pacific Ocean separates Asia and Oceania. Called Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea together. This is the Pacific Ocean separates from Asia. Now let's see the major oceanic divisions. The Atlantic Ocean separates from America from Europe and Africa. This is the North America, South America. It separates from Africa and Europe. Now let's see the major. The Indian Ocean washes upon southern Asia and separates Africa and Australia. This is Australia, this is Africa. Now Antarctic Ocean sometimes is considered an extension of the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans, which encircle Australia. See, this is the Antarctic Ocean. Here New Zealand, Tasmania. See, is America. Here it is Madagascar. See, the Arctic Ocean sometimes is considered a sea of the Atlantic, which covers Arctic and washes upon North America and Eurasia. The ocean is one among the natural resources of the earth, right? It is a body of saline water and composes much of planet's hydrosphere. Now, the word sea is often used interchangeably with ocean in American English. The given table details the size and depths of the 5 oceans. The Pacific Ocean, see here, depth is 35,827 feet. Biggest one is Pacific Ocean, right? The smallest Arctic Ocean. It is 23,737 feet. Indian Ocean, 24,460 feet of the depth. See here, relief of the ocean, continental shelf, continental slope, deep sea plain, oceanic, deeps or trenches. The sea floor, mid-oceanic ridge, Guyot ridge, continental shelf, submarine canyon, continental slope here, continental raise, transform, see continental shelf, the portion of the land which is submerged under sea water constitute continental shelf. The oceanic trench, magma is called magma sea. The depth of it is not more than 200 meters and its slope from the land to the sea is about 2 meters per kilometer. The breadth of continental shelf is not the same everywhere, right? Breadth of continental shelf is not the same everywhere. Continental shelf occupies almost 7.6% of the ocean area. 7.6% of the ocean area. The breadth is almost equal to 1,200 kilometers between northern Norway and Novaya River along Barents Sea. Northern Norway, Novaya Barents Sea. is almost equal to 1200 kilometers. Now, this extensive shelf along the Arctic coast ranges from 480 kilometers to 1280 kilometers wide and 183 meters deep in Arctic coast. This is Siberian shelf. Fish wealth is more in this region. Rock petroleum, natural gas are found here. Building seaport is possible here. See, it is one of the complex reliefs of the ocean which spread to a depth of 200 meters to 3000 meters. Deep ocean basin, here oceanic trench. The area occupied by continental slope is 15%, and the boundary of the continental slope indicates the continents. This is the continent. Here volcanic. This is the trench. This is coal relief. Continental slope here. The submarine reef found here which are formed by erosion, process of glaciers and rivers. These are the glaciers, here rivers. Deep sea plains are the slopy areas of ocean basins, which are the flattest and smoothest regions of the world. These are the plains. Here. The depth of the plains vary from 3000 meters to 6000 meters. About 76.2% of ocean surface is covered ocean basins. Ma, all of you mute yourself. Pratibha. Who is Motoma? Ashwini. Mute చేసుకోమా. Oceanic depot. Trench is a long, narrow, steep-sided depression in the Earth's oceanic crust, usually lying above a subduction zone. These are a long and narrow existing ocean basins with a depth of 6,000 meters. Isopath is an imaginary line or one drawn on a map connecting all points of equal depth below the surface of body of water. Equal depth. Okay, ma, I will give you some questions in that.
మాట్లాడుతుంది లేదా